welcome, seekers of the existential shift. If you're new, my name is Morgainne. Pleasure to have every single one of you magical creatures. So we just had the 2 new moons in Virgo, one of which was a partial solar eclipse, initiating a very intense next 6 months, September 2025 through March 2026. And it's not very common to have 2 new moons. One of them is also an eclipse to add to that. In the sign of reality, in the sign of Virgo, this affects our body, our day-to-day, our service, our karma. So I wanted to give this a little bit of a special attention. And we're going to do messages for all the signs, all 13 signs, because I also do Ophiuchus. That will be the last sign. I'm going to start with Virgo. Just go over everybody. And I'm going to utilize the unknown tarot. And I'm going to also pull runes for every single one of the readings. And at the end, I'm going to sum it up with message from the I Ching, and just whatever comes through in between. So let's see, if you're watching the recording and you feel inclined to timestamp the readings, by all means do so, and thank you in advance. Super helpful. If you're really upset that you're missing a timestamp, consider finding it and doing it yourself. Virgo is the sign of service. I provide a service. Consider supporting it instead of demanding. That's a message. It's kind of a collective message, I think, for everybody. It's part of the next 6 months. Try to see where you can be supporting as opposed to demanding. I'm not talking about self-sacrificial. I'm not talking about belittling oneself. I'm talking about service. Okay. So, without further ado, let's begin with my beautiful Virgo seekers. For the next 6 months, what the Spirit has to tell Virgo. Messages from the solar eclipse in Virgo for the next 6 months. So regardless when you're watching this, September, November, February, this applies for this time frame. And it's always good to watch at the end of a time frame as well, to kind of see what happened in retrospect and connect the dots. The messages resonate on other levels and deeper, in a more depth when we rewatch it after a time frame passes. So if you're only watching this towards the end, don't worry, you can still benefit a lot from it. And if you're watching it right now, relatively when I'm recording this, feel free to save this video so that you can come back to it. And this applies to any reading, really, especially if they're time framed. Okay. If you're a Virgo, take a deep breath. Focus on asking for the most potent, poignant messages for Virgo. Virgo, next 6 months. First card out, 4 of Cups. Death card. One more for Virgo. And the High Priestess. I knew the witch in you will come out. Okay. The high priestess in the Greek mythology aligns with Persephone. She was the most powerful goddess in the Greek mythology, and I think honestly mythology in general, because she ruled the kingdom of the living and the kingdom of the dead. 6 months she would be above ground, 6 months below ground. When she would be above ground, it would be summer and spring and summer, below ground, fall and winter. And having the death card and the high priestess come out for you, it shows an incredible amount of power, Virgo, that those of you who are guided to this reading and watching this, this applies to. Incredible amount of spiritual, energetic, higher mind-like power. You have the wisdom and the intuition, the logic and the heart to move mountains. You understand the deepest of the deepest layers of situations. And the next 6 months calls on you to stop playing it small. When I said servant in the service in the beginning, I did not mean servant or a very specific type of servant. You serve spirit. You serve truth. You serve mystic knowledge. You're not here to play small in the face of people who do not get it. The next 6 months calls on you to live by what you know and what you understand. Whether you do it introvertly or extrovertly, that's yours to decide. Maybe you'll do this and then you'll do that, depending. But no more self-doubt, no more insecurity. No more voices of shame from childhood being allowed to live rent-free in your head, manifesting reality, interactions, situations that live that out and kind of confirm your biases against yourself. And I see you in the next 6 months kind of living a double life. You're in two different places. Maybe you're moving from one place to the other. Maybe you're spending half your time one place, half the time the other. Maybe you're doing two career paths. To both, you're very devoted and doing it 200% each. Whereas others are like, how can you do both of them? One of them is a lot, let alone to do 200% of, but you do 200% of both. That's just an example. It's also calling on you to be very focused on and very discerning and very specific on who you give your time and energy to, your conversation, your trust, your wisdom. Do not cast pearls in front of swine. Do not bother. Ooh. It's the death of the old self, of the wounded child, the inner wounded child, and the rise of a priestess, okay? So, or a priest. And that's just a word because of the High Priestess. Okay, whatever it is that you do in your life, whatever form of knowledge or skill that you have, that's where it will play out. And there is a very ancient relationship in your life that is currently holding you back, pulling you down, stripping you from your wisdom, making you doubt yourself. It's a power tactic. They want to keep you insecure and small so that they remain in control over you, because they know that once you understand how much you know and just how powerful you are, you will no longer bow to them, or you will no longer just do as they say. Okay, major forces here. A rune for Virgo to complete this message, please. To assess in the reverse, choose your battles. As I said, do not cast pearls in front of swine. Don't try to save people when they don't want to be saved and they don't want to get it. Don't put energy and effort where it's not going to lead to positive results. It's not going to matter. Sorry. It was a little chilly earlier, but now it's fine. Okay. If you're called to kind of stand up for yourself or go out to battle with someone, and it's like, I don't mean necessarily literal battle, but you know what I mean. Be wise with the way you go about things. Pick and choose who you talk to and about what, and who you confide with, because not everyone can be trusted in whatever situation this is, and you want to be selective and specific. Selective and specific. I don't know why. I'm just in the mood to do this. Fun. Okay, Virgo, that was awesome. If you want to talk to me, you can book a session right here. You can scan this QR code. Okay. Let's move on to Libra. Those of you that are here in the chat, feel free to say hello, share your thoughts, express yourself. If you're watching this as a recording, feel free to do the same in the comment section. I read all the comments because you're my people. I read all the comments because you're my people. Let's do Libra now. Okay. Libra, message for Libra for the next 6 months, please. Just fixing the light a little bit. See if it could be better. I don't know. I think it was better earlier before I messed with it. Okay. Message for Libra, please, for the next 6 months. First card out, Three of Pentacles, beautiful. Every time I see this mountain, I think of it as a literal mountain. Daughter of Wands, aka Page of Wands. I think you're actually traveling to a mountain, some of you. Or from something to do with the mountain in a trip, pilgrimage. Some of you are making a pilgrimage somewhere sacred. And Daughter of Pentacles, which is Page of Pentacles. And you're not alone. You're doing it with a friend or someone close or a family member, or a sibling. Or just a kindred spirit, you know? Like for research, for study, for practice, for learning. For some of you, it's a school assignment. For some of you, it's a work assignment. Like maybe your job sends you somewhere. Maybe you're working for a documentary and you're going somewhere and you're making a documentary about this place. Or maybe it's just a very personal, genuine search for, either way, it's genuine. But maybe it's like a very like personal journey of discovery. I'm getting, don't travel alone or don't do this alone. You can do this with someone, and it will be very beneficial. But I'm also getting that some of you are like working on something. Like maybe you're an assistant to someone who's doing this and you're kind of writing their experiences or documenting things, editing things. I'm not sure. Maybe you're a journalist. Hopefully you're the kind of journalist that seeks the truth and investigates and doesn't just look to feed the masses with whatever they're eager to eat. It's a redo. It's a place you've been before, or a place that is familiar to you somehow. There's something repetitive about this. So like doing it from a different perspective or doing it with different conditions. So this other person could be someone that is waiting for you there, that is in there. Bless the Flava. Happy I caught your live. Happy you caught this live too. Thank you for joining. Hello, hello. Yeah, so I'm picking up for some of you, it's someone that you're visiting there that is already there, or maybe they get there early. This is a very specific message. Okay. Rune, please, for Libra for this. Manaz. Humanity. The togetherness in this is very meaningful. There's something very big, a lot bigger than you think. You think you're going on an adventure, this is something, or that this is something temporary. But there's something about this that will last. I think it's this connection. Manaz is a unification amongst other things. And there's a common shared goal or a common shared ideas, values that in the future, the two of you will build something big, and this time frame is somewhat of an initiation to that, or a, like a prequel, right? What led to, or where it all began, kind of thing. That's actually really exciting. So this time frame is going to be very, very meaningful. Okay, very cool. Thank you, Libra. If you want to talk to me about this or about anything else, you can book a session right here. You can also find the link in the description. All right. Next, we have Scorpio. How are my intense Scorpio seekers doing? Search for Scorpio, please, for the next 6 months. Just want to check something. Next 6 months for Scorpio. Hi, David Reed. Welcome. Love your content. Thank you. What sign did you start with, or what did I miss? I started with Virgo, and now we're on Scorpio. Five of Pentacles. The Hangman. I'm picking up strong Beauty and the Beast vibe. Yes, we got triggered by the Rose, but the Hangman confirmed. One more card for Scorpio for the next 6 months, please. And the Star. Okay. The following is not something that is foreign to you. You probably can teach me and others about this. But in the depth of despair and loss is where you find the most success, because you find there your power. You never know what you're capable of until you need. Until you need. You never know what you're capable of until you need. And even though you're the sign of setting boundaries, you're boundless. That's the irony of Scorpio. You can manage anything, get through anything. Your spirit is very spiritually clever. You're making a shamanic journey, a shamanic medicine out of it. So the next 6 months is going to put you in a situation where you're losing something. And that creates a change in your perspective on the world, because it creates a different circumstance, different set of circumstances for you. But from there comes either a dream come true somehow in a very weird, bizarre way, like turn of events, a profound realization, a form of awakening, and recognizing what you truly want. Because I think some of you have been holding on to something you thought was for you, you thought you wanted, but it's going to go to shit. Okay? And then it's going to feel like a sacrifice, but then something else will emerge from that, which will remind you of your true dreams, your original dreams, that is really in alignment with your nature and with your talents and with your skill and with things that just are fun for you. I feel like you've been holding on to something that wasn't fun, but you felt like it's something great that is worth the sacrifice. There is no awakening without joy. It does not exist. I'm not going to go into it. but there's no awakening without joy. I'm not talking about fleeting happiness, although that's wonderful too. Little moments of happiness create, a healing process that helps support the moments of sadness. But I'm talking about joy, like joie de vie, joy of life. The things that make us fly, okay? The thing that we're very good at and that we would do for free because it's just so fun and we lose ourselves in it. Painting, writing, singing, whatever your thing is, right? Whatever your thing is. And you haven't done something like that in a while for whatever reason, but that reason is being, it just kind of goes into mierda. And so your dream awakens, Scorpio, in the next 6 months. And you're going to find a lost piece of you that made you really happy. And it's going to put you on a trajectory that actually is your compass, your spirit. Because our talents and our joys and our desires are our North Star. They are our compass. They are our path to liberation, to moksha, to enlightenment. It's all there in your heart and what makes you just giddy. That's your unique path. You don't need to ask anybody, what is your fate? What is your purpose? What is your dharma? What is it that makes you happy that you would do for free and you're passionate about it and people would pay you money because you're just so darn good at it? Or regardless, even if you're not that great at it, it's just how it makes you feel, That's the answer. And that's what you're going to rediscover. This is something you knew, but you put aside, but you're going to be reminded. Wonderful. Rune for Scorpio, please, for the next 6 months. To summarize the spread. It was laying down. Normally it's this way. If a tree grows in the wrong direction, does it reach its destination? No. You have a direction, you have a trajectory. Stop forcing. Stop forcing it to be a direction that it's not truly your direction. Leads nowhere. It might be someone else's direction. Other beings move horizontally, right? But it's not the direction of this tree. Move in your direction that is most natural for you to grow toward. I was confused, toward and toward. Can you say towards, technically? I don't know. You tell me. Thank you, Scorpio. Hope it was helpful. Next, we have Sagittarius. Hey, Lone Ranger 555 Khamsa Khamsa Khamsa. Thank you. Here, hoping for insight. Got it. Thank you for all you do for all of us. You're most welcome. Sagittarius. Okay. And for the next 6 months, please. Oh, and Scorpio, if you want to talk to me about your situation, your timeline, video, phone, scan this QR code, and you're there. And you're there. Okay. And next 6 months. Temperance, you're like, you called? Here I am. Well, hey there. How you doing? Oh, the Tower. One more. Death card. And there you are, Temperance. Wow, that's bottom of the deck, Judgment. Okay, something very karmic and very fated and very inescapable and powerful is happening in the next 6 months. And it's a shock. And it's an ending. And it's a transformation. And from there comes a profound alchemical ability, because this is something that is going to push you into your state of magician, sorry. Temperance is the card of alchemy and of the phoenix rising from the ashes. The death card is the ashes, right? Something has to break down completely in order to be rebuilt. And this is an intense reckoning, a breakdown of something. And you are really evolving from there. And it's going to lead you to develop some sort of healing abilities, medicinal abilities. It's not going to be comfortable. You're going to have a very profound change in your life in the next 6 months. Things are not going to be the same. But it's like, I'm picking up on like your Chiron point. The wounded healer. From this wound, you'll become masterful and an expert of something that you already have knowledge with, but you just need that little push, that energetic push to really dive into it. Maybe you will lose your job, in a way that is shocking and dramatic and out of the blue, but then that gives you the freedom to pursue something you wanted to do for a very long time, but you were scared, you didn't want to quit, you didn't want to lose your steady income, and here you are forced to do it. So it's a blessing in disguise. It doesn't have to be as scary as you might imagine. It could be a breakup with someone that just no longer serves you. And it's shocking and it's intense, but then there's room to move toward something that is more in alignment, and it will get you to recognize aspects of yourself that were dormant, you weren't aware of. Right? What I told Scorpio, you don't know what you're capable of until you need. And you're going to discover incredible capabilities. And there's going to be healing, and there's going to be union. So I'm seeing a separation, and then I'm seeing union. So this could be one thing ending, like a relationship ending in order for another relationship to begin. This could be one job ending in order for another career path to begin, and so on and so on. This could be you have to move out or something. I'm just giving examples. Don't freak out. It could be anything. Your landlords decided that they want to move back and they ask you to leave, or you're evicted, whatever. But that really puts you on a very, not just on your trajectory, on a very unique trajectory. One of balancing of polarities, one of magic. Let's pull a rune. For Sag, for this reading in the next 6 months. We have Manaz again. Rune of Humanity. Yes, so definitely there's a breakdown for the sake of a breakthrough, and then creating up. Break up for creating up. You're just moving away from something that just does not serve anymore. And it's like a situation of, you wouldn't hear it in the whisper, so you hear it in the shout. It's going to happen dramatically because all the signs were there. You ignored it. You wouldn't lead the change, so the change is going to lead itself. But Manaz here says it's for the greater good. It's going to serve a purpose, a higher purpose. It's going to serve not just your dharma, but a collective dharma of some sort that you need to play a role in. So whatever connection is going to be established after this other ending, it's something that serves a greater purpose. That other things just have, if they won't align themselves with it, then they're just going to have to be done with. Good luck, Saggy. Sun, moon, rising. This applies to all my seekers, all the readings, sun, moon, rising. Watch what resonates, okay? And what applies to your chart. If you want to talk about it or anything else, QR code here is to book a session with me. Okay, looking forward to talking to you. All right, next is my Cappies. Hi, Capricorn. So, oh, Cappy, I wasn't supposed to know. Something wasn't right. Oh, Cappy, I shouldn't have let you go. It was a Britney moment. We all need our Britney moments. It's okay. Capricorn for the next 6 months. Sorry, I just want to check something. Ten of Wands, Ace of Cups, one more, and the Sun. Okay, next 6 months, I'm so happy to see this for you. Gosh, this is your time to shine, Cappy. From the heart, incredible joy. This has been very tough, a time of a lot of burden, hard work, sacrifice, pressure, and something hits you inspiration-wise, and you're just dropping all of that. You're like, what am I doing? I don't want to do all of this. And you drop it. And you start being more in the flow, right? And that creates something, that makes you do something very inspiring and very cool that leads to some sort of success. This could be a romance, a profoundly romantic, intense, joyous romance, love. This could be a birth. You might have a birth of a child. Maybe you've tried for a very long time to get pregnant or to have a child or to adopt, whatever the case may be. It just hasn't been working. Seems like at every turn there was an obstacle or a delay, and now it's the time. So there's the birth of an idea, the birth of a creation, the birth of an actual child. A lot of joy in the family and in your personal life. And you're also shining whatever you're doing. Could be in your career. I think you're meeting, if you're single, I don't think you're going to stay single for this time. If you're in a good, loving relationship, I see it getting solidified, and there's something that you're celebrating, a joy, finding out that you're pregnant, for example. And it's going to be okay. It's going to work out. If you're worried, it's going to be okay. Very specific, very beautiful, very clear. Rune, please, for Capricorn for this, for the next 6 months. I'm hearing elixir. Elixir, is that how you say it? You might be purchasing a house, or you're winning like, maybe you made an offer and they're taking your offer. Or you're flipping a house, you're like renovated it and now you're selling it and making a fortune, or really making a good profit. Or you're finally able to purchase a land. It's like the perfect one. It's like you've been looking for it. Nothing was quite right. The next 6 months, you're going to find the perfect land for you, the perfect place. It feels like very serendipitous, very blessed, very, it just kind of happens easy after a long time of struggle, and you find your home, you find your place. Maybe you're going somewhere warm with water, next to the ocean or next to a lake. Maybe you're following a passion of some sort. You're moving for someone you love. You're moving in with them. You're moving to a new place, or for work, or for a career opportunity that will have to get you to sell and buy and just move. Exciting though, very exciting and very positive, Capricorn. Good luck. Feel free to talk to me about it or about anything else here if you want to book a session. I'd love to get to know you. Okay, Cappy? Next is Aquarius. How are you guys doing? Aquarius, please. Message for Aquarius. For the next 6 months. Aquarius, I'm getting that some of you are not eating the nutrition, enough of the nutrition that you need. Take care of having enough, make sure you have enough protein every day. Taking your vitamins, you're eating enough fruit, enough vegetable. Have your protein shake smoothie with your superfoods, mushroom powder, whatever. I do it every morning. I have a very strict routine, and I drink a very good, nourishing protein shake with lots of yummy, good stuff and superfoods. It's very important. It will affect take your vitamin D, spend enough time in the sun. If you can't, actually take vitamin D. It changes your mood, your agitation level versus your calm. I'm picking up that something to do with your mood, with your state of mind. It actually it's actually due to something that you're lacking with your nutrition. Now, if you're vegan, I'm not telling you need to start eating meat. That is absolutely not what I'm telling you. Maybe you're doing it wrong. Just find a lot of plant-based protein. If you take something out of your diet, you need to replace it with something else that matches the need. Okay? So do it wisely. But it doesn't have to be that. Just an example. It will affect your day-to-day, will affect your sleep, your clarity of mind, your memory, your mood, everything. Your stress level. Eat well. Sleep well. It's coming through very, very strongly for the next 6 months. Take care of your body. Do the Virgo thing. Do all the Virgos, or all the Virgo thing. You have it in your 8th house, Virgo. It literally can affect the deepest aspect of yourself. Eat well, stay sane. Okay, Aquarius, tarot for the next 6 months. Oh, who else had this yesterday? Something different is coming out from it, so never mind. Okay, the Fool and Queen of Wands, beautiful. And Four of Cups. If it's ready, it's ready. Doesn't matter that it's supposed to be longer in the oven or longer in the womb or longer in the training process. If it's ready, if they surpass expectations, or if you surpass expectations, you already got it. You don't need the 3 full months of training. You got it in 3 weeks because you're a genius, or you have or you're natural, or someone is. I don't know. If you're ready, you're ready. If they're ready, they're ready. Maybe you're doing this to yourself, trying to hold yourself back because you're like, well, I'm not supposed to be ready yet. Maybe you're doing this to someone else. Well, they haven't gone through the full process. Well, yeah, they're doing really well. Yeah, they're doing even better than others who have gone through the full process and then some. Look at the bottom line, at the end result. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt the person that this is about if it's someone else. Don't try to suffocate someone's evolution and progression in the name of, it's not one glove fit all. Some people it takes them 9 months. Some people it takes them 6 months. Some people it takes them 20 months. Okay. Some people just have certain knowledge in their DNA or in their past life memory. And they don't need to learn it. They just need a reminder, right? Because they already mastered it in a past life or something like that. Or they mastered something very similar that you're not aware of, and they're just applying the tools that they already have that are applicable. You yourself could be doing this. So if you're leading a team, or if you have someone that you're dealing with, to yourself, doesn't matter. If it's ready, it's ready. Very important. Okay. Very specific. Rune, please, for Aquarius about this. It was, and again, laying down. Stop forcing the tree if it's not, just because it's not in the direction you expect it to be. Just because something worked for you a certain way doesn't mean that that's how it needs to work for another person. Or just because something works for another person a certain way doesn't mean that that's how it works for you. Adjust. Make it fit, but don't force it. Tailor the process for the person's abilities and needs. Otherwise, you're just bringing them down or yourself down. Excellence needs to be supported, not suffocated because of jealousy or because of rigidity. It's going to get you nowhere. It's going to get you to so-called lose the battle. And there's someone whispering in your ear about this, about yourself, or if it's another person. Oh, they shouldn't be able to. It's not okay. They're just this and that. They only been here for X amount of time. And they don't. It doesn't make sense that they already know. It can't be true. They're like seeding poison in your brain. Just, the truth. You know what is. Just be excited with the journey, with the fun of it. Don't forget it's supposed to be fun. Don't forget this is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be exciting. Don't make it draining, okay, on yourself and on others. Good luck, Aqua. Okay, who's next? Next is Pisces. Oh, we only gotten through halfway. Wow. Okay, I've been talking a lot. That's fine. Aqua for the next 6 months. Eight of Cups. Sorry, Pisces. Pisces. the next 6 months. And 9 of Pentacles and 4 of Swords. Okay. 8, 9, 4. So there's some sort of spiritual journey, quest that you've been on. It hasn't quite, it didn't gain you what you thought it would gain. You gained a lot, just not in the way you thought. Maybe instead of learning what to do, you kind of learned what not to do. It's not black and white, it's more complex than that, but mostly it's just not, it's not what you imagined it to be. It's not what it promised to be. You find yourself kind of walking away from it and a little bit of, it's a mixed bag, right? But mostly you're just like, okay. And you're realizing that maybe there's another way for you to learn something or to practice something that is more beneficial for you, that creates more abundance in your life and more connection and more belonging, that isn't so dark and heavy. Sorry, dark and heavy and morbid. You okay, butterfly? Yeah, it's fine. Isn't so dark and heavy and morbid, more fulfilling, like a good meal that is nutritious and filling. It's like very healthy comfort food, right? You've been on a very healthy uncomfort food, but it wasn't so healthy because it was so uncomfortable that it completely kind of missed out the point of it or something. Now you're taking your time to figure out what was the purpose of that journey. What is that you truly want to get from it or gain from it or achieve, or again, use whatever word you find applicable. And you're deciding that doing that is just more worth the while. And then you're actually doing it. And then in the next 6 months, I see it really working well for you. Letting go of something that you really gave it your all and working on something that you know can reap fruit, results. Now, this is not about superficial gain of immediate gratification. It's not what I'm talking about. It's just the genuine essence of what it is that you've been searching for, right? It kind of was muddled somehow, Pisces. I'm not sure how to explain this, but you want to maybe approach it from a more earthly position. So follow the Maslow pyramid properly, not upside down. Start with like your basic needs. Make sure you have enough food in the fridge, food in the fridge, enough money in the bank, a safe place to call home, a corner in the world that you can say that it's yours, an understanding of a daily practice, a daily routine that serves that, less amorphic, less abstract, more cerebral, more grounded, and rest in it. And that will get you the understanding that you're looking for. And I hope it's not too abstract, but that's the message that came through. Rune for that, please. For Pisces. You also got Hotel in the upright. You need a home. You need a place to call yours. You need a home base, place to put your stuff. Now, it sounds like I'm talking to someone who's doesn't have a place of their own, but you can, okay, it could be like a place that you go to study something, right? A specific course, class, school, synagogue, church, temple, like a place that okay, you're saying, okay, this is my place. This is my go-to. This is where I learn. This is what I'm a part of. This is the sangha. This is the teacher. This is, and once you have that sense of belonging and stability, it would really, really help you understand, like soak things better. When you're hungry, you don't care about learning math, right? As I said, go with the regular Maslow pyramid of needs, like with the order of it. You got to take care of your basic needs first in order to prosper, also spiritually. So it's basically telling you, prosper in the material world, in the world of belonging, and from there, the spiritual expansion will come. Okay. Oh, that was a long way to say something very simple. Thank you, Pisces. If you want to book a session and check out the situation more deeply, I'm here. Okay. All right. Who's next? Aries. See how you guys are doing in the chat. Oh, hello. Lone Ranger, good cash. God is good. What sign are you on? Bless the Flava, good reflex. I don't know what you guys are commenting on, but thanks. Thank you for commenting. So now we're doing Aries. Okay. Search for Aries for the next 6 months, please. From the solar eclipse we had in Virgo. Son of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. For Aries, please. 10 of Pentacles. Wow, beautiful. All Pentacles, all Earth, and bottom of the deck, the Empress. She is Earth. Okay. Divine Feminine Earth. Gaia. All right. You're currently debating if to either propose to someone, or if you're in a relationship and you're wondering if they're going to propose. It seems like they are. Regardless, and generally, you're debating on whether to make an offer, a very serious, stable offer of commitment, a contract, signing to belong to something very serious, signing someone in to something very meaningful. This is a commitment of some sort that is very intense, very lasting. Requires loyalty, requires, what's the word? That's not the word I was thinking, but what comes up is perseverance. Now, the 10 of Pentacles is a very positive confirmation. It's one of the best cards in the deck. It's like the rainbow plus the treasure box at the end, full of gold. It's like happily ever after with a lot of money. It's like a fairy tale times fairy tale. It's a great card. And to have all these pentacles, it's very stable. So if you're wondering, will it last? The answer is yes. If you're wondering if it's positive, then the answer is yes. And the reason I'm saying wondering and debating is because of the Two of Pentacles. It's like there's a form of dilemma of some sort. The Two of Pentacles, it's not just a dilemma. It's more so, it's like the way my tarot teacher used to refer to it is, I know what the right answer is, but da 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 da. And then after the but, there's a lot of fear and anxiety and what can go wrong. So when the Two of Pentacles comes out, it's almost like, okay, if you were to say, I know what feels right and what is true, but, and then all the fears, anything that comes after the but is irrelevant. The Two of Pentacles says that you have the Ace of Pentacles, right? The one pentacle. You're just adding another one and you're creating a loop. So it's a false dilemma. You actually know the answer. And with the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles and the, the Empress and the World card, the World is the absolute completion. It's the last card in the deck of tarot. It's after the Fool. This is so serendipitous. It's after the Fool goes through the entire journey of learning the human condition expressed through every single tarot card and reaches its completion. It's graduation. And with the Empress, that's the divine feminine, right? It's an incredible amount of abundance. It's the great mother. It's the life giver. It's a lot of beauty and care and generosity and creativity and maternity and life force. So with the World, this is a profound success. So this is a very positive reading for you guys. So that's awesome. Congratulations and best of luck, Aries. Oh, Rune. Sorry. Okay. Rune for Aries, please, for this reading for the next 6 months. You cannot make this shit up. Okay, Gebo. Wow. Gebo is the best rune in the rune pack. It's a gift. It's a blessing. It's true love. It's divine union. It's heritage, but like that is based on spiritual connection and mutuality. It's just a gift. It's a spiritual gift. It's a tangible gift. It's a blessing. That's fantastic. That's just extra confirmation. So if you needed any confirmation for anything, it's an absolute resounding yes. That is a beautiful reading. And I'm kind of jealous. It makes me want to be an Aries. Okay. All right. Cool. Good for you guys. All right. Next is Taurus. Taurus. And Aries, if you want to talk about it, scan this QR code and you'll find your way to booking a reading with me. Very curious to see what this is about. So if you want to share with me, go ahead. We can talk about it. You can have a phone session, you can have a video session. Okay. Taurus, how are you guys doing? Message for Taurus, please, for the next. Five of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. And more, Taurus. And you also have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Taurus, there's a profound turn of events. The wheel is turning. Is going to split your life into two. There's going to be two meaningful. I'm taking the Two of Pentacles differently now because I'm a tarot reader that knows the tarot but also channels. So your world, it's almost like you're stretched in two to live in both worlds, in two different realities. Maybe you need to live in two very distant places from one another and travel a lot. Or maybe you're called to choose something and let go of something else completely. Could be the complete opposite. And it creates a sense of emotional tension, possibly even like sadness and grief. Like there's a level of loss of something. So there's some it's melancholy. But this turn of a wheel, of this wheel of fortune, this is destiny. This is fate. This is like the universe is taking you in a direction that is very broad, very expansive. It will stretch your limits. It's really going to stretch your limits. It's in a very initiatory. You're going to understand your direction in life. After the 6 months, everything is going to be very clear. But it's going to require an upheaval and surprises and just unexpected twists and turns that you didn't imagine. You didn't imagine. But it's exciting. It's really good, just to be clear, in case I'm freaking anybody out. It's really positive. And it's also good karma, something that, you're receiving karmic reward for something, be it in this life, in past life, doesn't matter, but you're receiving like some, but for some reason it scares you. There's something scary about it. It makes you emotional. It makes you sentimental. It makes you a little nausea I'm picking up. It's almost like, how you feel when you're about to go on a roller coaster. It's going to be fine. It's fun. You're choosing it. No one is forcing you, but you know that with the excitement and with the fun, you're also going to feel really dizzy and really nausea. So it's like, it's not bad. It's a cosmic roller coaster that you're about to go on, and it's mind-blowing. You're going to be experiencing things that you didn't imagine you'll experience. It doesn't mean like necessarily like big fancy bling bling stuff, right? It can be internal. It could be with someone special. It could be within yourself. It will include exterior events, but also inner events that are profound. Okay, a rune, please, for Taurus. Hotel in the reverse. Yeah, it's going to feel like you're not going to be sure in the next 6 months, where do you belong? To what? Uranus Uranus is coming back to Taurus. Yay. Speaking as a Taurus. It's going to shake up the stability. Maybe you've felt a little sense of stability recently, but it's going to bring back the shaking it up. You're going to feel like you don't know where you belong, but again, it's all very expansive and exciting and adventurous and important. expect the unexpected. That's all I can say. All right. Good luck, Taurus. Let us know how it goes. Okay. Come back to this reading like 6 months from now and let me know what it was about. Okay, next is Gemini. How's it going, Gemini? Lone Ranger, my sun sign is Taurus. Okay. Gemini for the next 6 months, please. Beautiful. Geminis. Okay. Daughter of Pentacles. Wow, 9 of Wands and 5 of Wands. Okay. Beginner's mind, I'm hearing. In the next 6 months, you'll be called to exercise beginner's mind. Almost like having to redo something or relearn something or go through some sort of journey. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands, which is the continuous, the 5 of Wands. So at the end of this journey, there's victory, there's resolve, there's success even, there's, and you're going to come out tougher, stronger. I'm hearing in alignment. It's almost like a boot camp. You're going through some sort of boot camp. Now, it doesn't have to be literal, like literal military, but of something. Like an internship. But here's the thing, the catch is I'm picking up it's a struggle for you, not because it's something new that you got to learn, but it's like you're past it, right? You've been past it. It's almost like you're not supposed to be the intern. You're not supposed to be the beginner. You're not supposed to be in that place, but you find yourself in that place having to redo a process or a journey. So I think it's an inner struggle and an inner conflict, and you feel a little bit, I don't want to say threatened, but more like it's hard. Maybe it has to do with your ego, but I'm picking up that this is just going to lead to victory, to success, to confirmation. Maybe you just wanted to prove to yourself that you can, right? And you do. You want to step outside of the box when it comes to how you're managing this or how you're handling this. It's important to listen to advice that doesn't sound conservative. No, that doesn't sound like what you're used to. It doesn't sound like, it's a little different. It's a little unorthodox, out of your comfort zone. So that type, again, beginner's mind. So that type of willingness will be very helpful and will get you to succeed. There's some sort of uphill battle that you're fighting, but you can win. Or it's not about winning, but you can just get through successfully. Again, it's not something bad. Like I said, it's like a boot camp. It's a training. It's an initiation. It's a journey. Let's pull a rune, please, for Gemini for this. Wungo in the reverse. So you don't feel happy about it. You're like, why do I have to do this again? why do I find myself in this position? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to work for that person when I'm this and that more experienced, or this and that more knowledgeable? Or why are they in this position when I'm supposed to be in that position, or something like that? There's comparison. There's a little bit of an ego boost, not an ego boost, an ego wound, and some pessimism with wound going in the reverse, like not seeing the positive side of it, like only seeing the negative of it. And I'm not judging you. It seems like something difficult, so, or challenging. So I'm not saying you should or shouldn't feel this way. I'm just saying that realistically, it won't be helpful. So you're guided to kind of practice beginner's mind, look at the positive. This is going to be an extreme example, but I found it to be very inspiring. I just saw an interview on CBS with one of the Israeli hostages that were held captive underground tunnels in Gaza for 491 days. And he returned. He described some of his experiences there, and that included a lot of torture and a lot of starvation and all kinds of dreadful stories that I'm not going to tell you here, but I do encourage you to go watch it. And I shared it on my Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams, The Existential Shift and She Who Runs with the Wolves. On She Who Runs with the Wolves, I share more like geopolitics, world events, social causes, true information to combat misinformation, stuff like that. So over there on She Who Runs with the Wolves, I shared it. And in the sharing page where you share other people's posts. So anyway, the thing that struck me is that he said that one of the things that he got himself and the other hostages there with him to practice is every day, at the end of the day, they forced themselves to find one ray of light that they had in the day, one relatively positive thing. So he was like, if we gotten an extra quarter of a pita bread, if we suddenly had a little bit of sugar in the tea, like the smallest thing that they could think of that to us will seem, we'll take for granted, they would just recognize and honor. And he said that sorry, I'm getting emotional. And he said that had given him and them strength and got him through it. And so it's just an exemplary of A, how we take our life for granted, but B, how there's always a little ray of light that you can find in anything. And when you focus on that, light grows stronger. So focus, you see this, it just really reminds me of this, the sign of wands, like you're underground and you feel like there's no way out, or the way out is full of terror. But there's this point of light there that you can look at and focus on, and that can get you through. And so do that, Gemini. If it turns out to be something like that, just remind yourself to find something positive. It's not to say to not deal or cope with whatever is challenging. It's not about escapism, but it's about alchemizing your situation, transmuting it. Okay. Good luck, Gemini. And if you want to talk about it, please book a session. I'll be very excited to talk to you. Okay. All right. And good luck. Next is Cancer. Alex Norris. Hello. Greetings from Nashville, Tennessee. Greetings. Hello. Hello. Thank you for joining. Lovely to have you. Okay. Next is Cancer. So who do we have left? We started with Virgo, so we're doing now Cancer, then Leo, then Ophiuchus. Well, well, well. Oh. Sorry. cards went all melodramatic. Message for Cancer, please, for the next 6 months. The hostage name, I'm picking up someone asking, his name is Elisha Adi. And I think he wrote a book called Hostage, not sponsored, obviously, sharing it with love. I think it's just really important to be out there. Cancer. For the next 6 months, please. We have 10 of Wands again. And the World. And 6 of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. So we have 2 10s, if not even 3, if we include the 10 of Cups. Because I looked at it and thought Wheel of Fortune. Never mind. We have 2 10s with the 10 of Cups. And then the World. So major completion. Major completion. It doesn't feel yet blissful, right? But the next 6 months are going to show you just how far you've come, Cancer, in this really, really tough journey. I feel like a lot of people have been relying on you. You've had a lot of responsibilities. You felt a lot of pressure to succeed, to do well, to overcome, and you've been doing great. And 6 months from now, you're going to look back and be like, wow, so glad I succeeded. Like, you're going to be victorious over something that took a lot of effort and a big journey. There's a completion of some sort in the next 6 months. You're completing a journey that has been very abrasive, very difficult, very challenging, very demanding, feels unfair even, but you constantly look to the horizon. I see you always looking ahead, thinking of the goal, of your purpose. And that is really gets you through the challenges and makes you very, very successful. So I'm seeing you really kind of being uplifted in this process. So in the next 6 months, and then looking back, you'll be really kind of, I don't want to say put on a pedestal, but really uplifted, really honored, really acknowledged for your work, for your success, for your accomplishment. You'll be known for something. So a lot of Cancers watching me now, you're working really hard on something that felt like ungrateful, but you'll become known for it in a good way, like an expert of something, or like a leader of something, this is really great. Rune, please, for Cancer. The next 6 months. Okay. Behu in the upright. There's also going to be some sort of award, recognition, like tangible one. Could be a financial reward. Some of you are getting a plot of land, very specific. Some of you are you've been competing for something and you're winning and it's yours, and it could be property of some sort or a business. You might be selling an idea that you have patent over, or selling something that you created for some of you. And there's someone very loyal that is helping you through this. I don't know if they're like a mentor, an editor, a friend, a partner, but someone that is supporting you emotionally and tangibly through this, maybe even an investor. Awesome. Okay. Good luck, Cancer. I mean, you do have Jupiter in your sign, so that's fantastic. That's always good. Okay. If you want to talk to me, book a session right here. Okay. And now, Leo. Hey, Leo. How are you? Seven of Wands. Hanging in there. The Tower certainly hanging in there. Why am I hearing a newborn Leo? Not in ways of like a baby, like an actual newborn, but like maybe like your chart has changed. So sometimes, okay, either from progression or from relocation, you know, astrological chart can be very complex. We're so far and beyond more than our sun sign. So if you're wondering, the answer, yes. Okay. One more card. One more card for Leo. 10 of Swords. These cards are so intense. Okay, Leo, in the next 6 months, 7 of Wands, the Tower, 10 of Swords, something is going to reach an absolute ending, something that you're fighting for right now, that you're looking for the light in the darkness, you're going through some difficulties, challenges, you're trying to make it work, but it's not going to work. It's going to collapse and then completely end with the 10 of Swords. And because you're fighting for something that is trying to leave your life, or hold on. No, there's something karmic about what you're doing, your insistence. There's something for you to learn from this, from the way things will break down once they do, and from the way this, I'm hearing very karmic, and it's not what you think. That's so interesting. So maybe some of you had, like, when I said very karmic, you had something come to your mind, but it's like not necessarily what you would first think. Okay, sorry, I don't want to confuse you guys. Because 7 of Wands in the beginning, it's like it's something that you really believe in, that you're standing up for, you're fighting for, you're sticking through it. You're like, it's worth it. This could be to do with something that is around you, that you're a part of, that is going through this tower. So inevitably, you will be going through this tower because you're a part of it. With the 10 of Swords, like, if you're smelling an ending of something, or potentially having to leave something, or something you feel like is unstable and about to collapse, make preparations just in case. Entertain yourself. You know, just make preparations just in case, so that if it happens, if it comes around, you're ready. And if it doesn't, oh well, you have a plan B that you'll never use. Okay, that's the worst case scenario. But the Tower is like, it's calling you to take care of your foundations and make sure that you're okay through this, right? So let's say you're fighting for your marriage. Okay, your partner, and things have not been going well. Things have been very rocky. And you're really sticking through it and fighting for it. And let's say you depend on them financially. like, don't not take care of your finances because you want to believe that everything will be fine. Maybe everything will be fine. But just in case, take care, make sure that you have a place to go. Make sure you have some finances on the side, you know, for a rainy day. If your partner suddenly decides, well, I'm not going to support you anymore. You can't live here anymore. I don't want you here anymore. We're done with you. Okay. So that you have somewhere to go. Have a plan B so that when it reach its finale, you're okay. You have somewhere to go. You have some place to be. You have something to do. You have someone to call. That's what I love about tarot. That, you know, you get to be prepared for things that otherwise would just maybe catch you by surprise, or maybe not so surprised, but you've been in denial, so you're not prepared. But the cards are like, hey, you know, this thing that you're trying to ignore, this alarm sound, they're sounding. Have a plan B. Okay, good luck. Oh, rune for Leo. Ing. So you have a strong sense of self and belonging and support. So whatever this is, regardless, you have what to lean on, right? And what to fall back on and where to go or what to do. You have an option, you have a place, you have whatever applies. You just want to make it be like, hey, by the way, just in case, know that it's possible. You know, prepare it. So things are actually a lot better than they look, and you're going to grow a lot stronger and more stable because this current tree is just not meant to stay standing. There's another tree that is more stable. And guys, this is eclipse season. Of course, there's a lot of like massive changes and twists and turns. It's just the nature of the time. Good luck, Leo, and thank you. And if you want to talk about it, and if I can help in any way, feel free to book a session. Okay. Wow. So now, last but not least, we have Ophiuchus. How are you guys doing? Oh. In the description box, you'll find all the good stuff, links, etc. Thank you to all my channel members for your support. Hope you're enjoying the VIP content over there, the sequels, the Karmic Shift and Liberation, the Tarot Masterclass. Yeah, I'm also on Instagram and X. On Instagram, as I said earlier, there's the Existential Shift, and there's the She Who Runs with the Wolves. I just focus on different things there. Ophiuchus. Oh, and if you're new, be sure to subscribe. If you lasted this long and these messages were helpful for you, consider sharing them with your communities, with your circles, on your platforms to help others gain access to this, to help me gain access to others and grow our community, our Seekers Sangha. That's pretty. Okay. Ophiuchus, Seeker 13. For you for the next 6 months. By the way, the existential shift is an Ophiuchus. The shift, the channel's birthday is like December 13th at night. So December 13th, not December 14th. So the shift is an Ophiuchus. We have the Fool. I love that the Fool has been coming up a lot recently. There's a restart, you know? There's a restart. One more. Ophiuchus. Death card. Massive new beginning. massive restart. Very, very, very wild. Oof, there's no turning back. It's like a rebirth within another life within a life. A reincarnation within a reincarnation. And Mother of Swords, Queen of Swords. Oh, of course we're going to take it. Father of Swords. So Queen and King. Mother and Father. 10 of Cups. Okay, so there's love here as well. That's beautiful. So someone is going to come into your life, Ophiuchus, in the next 6 months, or commit to you in the next 6 months, or if it's someone that you're already in a dynamic relationship, whatever the case may be, it's going to get really solidified, but it's going to come with an absolute renewal. First of all, I see you bonded very, very strongly. There's nothing that can set you apart. There's no force in the universe that can set you apart. It's, I mean, look at this. That's beautiful. What a surprise. Like your brain synopsises, whatever. What is the word? I think you understand what I'm trying to say. It's just they're going to, like fireworks. It's going to just be a complete new set of way of thinking and approaching the world. There's something, okay, you know how when you take two paintings and you put them next to each other. So let's say one painting has blue and yellow, and this painting has blue and red. So both share the color blue. So blue will become this person is going to take out the blue in you, right? It's going to put an emphasis on that. So something to do with your brilliance, this person is going to bring out in you. It's like very complementary, very, you like trigger each other's neurons, cells, neurotransmitters. I feel like I'm confusing words. I'm so sorry if I am. It's a language thing. Because I'm seeing this and it just looks like brain waves, right? Everything just opens up. It's like eye-opening. You're going to see the world through the lens of this relationship or this bonding. You're going to see the world in a completely new, expanded lens. And it's going to be fascinating and new and exciting. So that's an incredible reading for you, Ophiuchus. This is wonderful. And you're going to have a shared goal, a shared purpose. And you're going to put a lot of things behind you. Both of you are going to put a lot of things behind you in order to kind of combine forces and have this path together, like a third path. And so one path, another path, and then you create the third path, right? Each of you comes with their own unique path, and you're creating this third magical path. And it's an integration of both paths, right? It's not a path that is separate from the two paths. It's the two paths coming together in integration, creating something new, right? Like when a man and woman come together and create a child, it's separate, but it's also like it has the genes of both parents. So the third path for you. Fantastic. Okay. Thank you so much. If you stuck around up until now, I hope this was helpful. You're welcome. Stay magic, stay true, stay free. I love you. Bye for now.